Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit and my intuition and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the viewer. And today we will be taking a look at the person on your mind and what their next action, their next move will be in this connection. And we will be asking spirit to be clear and concise with this messaging as far as how energy is sitting right now. When you're viewing this reading, this is a timeless reading. Take a look at these three options to choose from. Whichever object you are intuitively drawn towards, you can select from the timestamp below in the description box, and in the pinned comment it will take you directly to your pick, and then we will get into that energy. So feel free to pause this video, and if you are drawn to more than one pile, it could very well be that your energy's in one and your person's in another. Just kind of flip-flop the energies as you feel is suited for your situation. All right, I will see you soon. Hello, beautiful pile number one. If you picked the marble and the heart, then pick number one. This is your reading. We'll be taking a look at the person on your mind who you came here about and what their next move, their next action will be in this connection towards you. Okay, and like I stated in the intro, if this sounds more like you than your person, then it could be that your person's energy is in another pile, which tends to happen in my readings here. All right, so we'll ask Spirit for clear and concise messaging here for beautiful pile number one in regards to the person they came here about and what's their next move going to be in this connection. What's their next action? All right, so we have the King of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Sun in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Why is the King of Cups here in reverse, Spirit? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Why is the Five of Wands here, Spirit? We have the Temperance. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Wow, okay. So we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Chariot in reverse, and then we have the Hierophant and the Emperor in reverse here. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, I feel like the energy here is that of which there has been a history, and the history has been where there's been little to no communication, or the communication hasn't been very clear, and there's a need to be open and honest and kind of start over from a difficult stance. Okay, so I feel like your person is wanting to try again after a period of time where I feel this person has let you down. And they let you down either because they were holding back expressing emotions or opening themselves up emotionally in this connection, and they were really held back in not moving forward. I feel like this person was unable to bring a sense of a give and take, harmony in this connection, and that caused a lot of conflict. And this person was struggling with how to bring balance, how to show up, but they were really held back with their emotions. I feel like this person wants to start, but they're coming from a place of desire and passion, and also reviewing through communicating more truths around how they desire you or how they are wanting a new beginning. But what I feel is still not being reviewed, or where they're still not being honest or dealing with is the fact that they were conflicted and holding back emotion. So I feel like they want to step forward now. Okay, so I'm getting an energy here that I have a feeling this is potentially an up and down type connection, or at least it's cyclical, where you guys have been together off. But I feel like where your person was held back emotionally, you guys might have still engaged, and this person might have still been showing passion or coming around. And I feel like right now you guys are in a state, and how you can confirm this as you're reading, is you're in a state where this person hasn't even been stepping forward to partake in maybe showing interest, showing their passion, showing that they still have a desire for you. I think they've been held back in that as well, because I have a feeling something had happened here where this person being held back emotionally and not really expressing or showing their emotions, or being able to invest emotionally and contribute in the right way, has led to maybe a series of conflict here between you and this person. So then they pulled back, even maybe coming around or showing their desire for passion. So now they're back on the wanting to show you passion because of the rough ending or this conflict. And potentially there was a period of time here where they wanted you to cool off, but I feel like things were probably really heated, and so they completely pulled away. Or maybe you gave them some sort of ultimatum here in order to become truthful, and they've been held back, and now they want to step forward with a new beginning. But this new beginning, I feel, is not addressing what the main issue here was their held back energy, with this King of Cups in reverse, which is somebody who emotionally is unavailable and not being able to provide the right amount of solution here to have a balanced give and take healing type connection. Now, I feel like with these cards over here, there's a different type of an energy here. I feel like the Chariot in reverse usually gives me this like reckless type energy of something either moving really fast and not taking precaution. So I feel like you guys have probably been apart for some time, so this person's really led by their attraction towards you. I think that this person is desiring you intimately, on a physical level, and I feel like they're rushing in, but there's still an unresolved thing going on here, which is, why have they not been able to express themselves? How come they haven't been clear about why they've been held back emotionally? And is this type of an energy going to lead to a 10 of Cups, or is it just more of the same because they're coming in with all this Wands energy, or they were held back as well because of maybe you identifying or pointing out the fact that they haven't been completely open and truthful about how they feel. So I feel like this person is still in their ego and very stubborn, immature, all the negative aspects of this Emperor, which is somebody who is unable to step up and take control and address things. I feel like this person isn't addressing commitment, isn't addressing what long-term emotional happiness is here in this connection. This person is not addressing this. Okay, so it could be that Spirit is giving you this message as this person coming in hot and heavy, but still little to no clarity around why they've been held back emotionally, even though this person may be wanting a new beginning and appear as though they're coming from a place of truth, which is truthful. They do miss you. They do want some physical, passionate something here, but I feel like whatever was the conflict here, whatever they were unable to provide here, led to some sort of painful ending. of a cycle, because I don't feel like, I mean, for some of you guys, it's been quite some time, like I mentioned, but I feel like these have been cyclical patterns. So maybe this was the end of a cyclical pattern here. And in past patterns, it could have just been them not emotionally expressing themselves, but still showing up to want to partake in the physical aspect here, kind of like friends with benefits, or they enjoy your energy, but there is no commitment. There's no talk about future emotional fulfillment. And so now I feel like they're wanting to come in a little bit reckless without really giving more attention to resolving or understanding why they're King of Cups in reverse, which I think was the main issue that we were getting from this person here. Okay, so we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, some Sagittarius, and some Leo, some Taurus, and some more Aries here. Yeah, let's see if we could see another layer, but their next move, their next action, they want a new beginning. They might come with some piece of clarity about how they miss you, or they want to spend time with you. And now they're making progress, but the progress is around maybe something they've showed up with in the past that they've been recently held back in. So it seems like movement, but this movement is not any further along the true root of, I think, why there was conflict in the first place. Okay, and I do feel they're coming in reckless with that Chariot in reverse, and that's somebody who isn't giving consideration or really getting clear about what they want. And with that Ace of Swords, it's somebody getting very clear, you know, getting communicating truths, getting very clear, cutting through all of the BS to move forward in truth and communication. So I feel like that's what your person needs to do in all regards. So Spirit, thank you so much for that clear, concise message. For pile number 1, can we get some more about where's this headed? Can we get the next layer here as far as what's this person's next move? Where's this headed? Anything more pile number 1 needs to know? Thank you so much, Spirit. All right. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Moon. We have these two wanting to come out. The King of Swords in reverse with the 6 of Swords. We have the Magician. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm feeling this one here. 7 of Swords in reverse. And 2 7s here. We have the 9 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This way? Okay, I wasn't sure which one was clarifying what. And why do we have the King of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Swords, Spirit? The 8 of Pentacles in reverse. The 8 of Swords in reverse. And the 2 of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy, the Chariot coming up in reverse, though I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse, but that does talk about that. So Spirit confirming for us the next layer here. Thank you so much, Spirit, because we were sensing them coming in kind of recklessly, not really considering the ramifications of their maybe repeating a cycle here. Now, this person wants to come and apologize, okay? So they're apologizing. And I feel like they're apologizing by, well, there's a couple things I'm feeling here. So they might not come outright and say sorry, but they're coming forward in an energy of let's just forgive and move on, or wanting to, like I said, now show up in an energy that they might have pulled away from showing any physical desire or what have you. And I feel like they do have this energy about them where they just kind of gave up on this connection, or they didn't invest, they just kind of pulled away. So I feel like they're sorry that they weren't able to keep investing. They're sorry that maybe they didn't give it the right chance or the right amount of time. There's still illusion here though with the moon, and when you see the moon and the Seven of Swords, this definitely talks about even deceit. But I feel like the deceit here is to themselves, in them not recognizing that where they were supposed to be putting in this energy and this effort, they still don't see that clearly, that there's nothing here that is changing. Even if they do come forward with this Knight of Wands type energy, which is more of a fleeting type, energy, it's kind of like player energy or friends with benefits, or someone who wants to get physical or misses you and your energy but is still held back. So I feel like this person isn't seeing the truth of the situation, which is they were deceiving themselves by not investing in the right area here. And this is what's been the source of the pain here and the anxiety. And there's a need for them to actually come in and address this specifically. And I don't feel like your person understands this or isn't clear, okay? With the King of Swords in reverse and this moon, it's like not seeing things clearly, and they're not seeing where the main issue is here, and that they're needing to come in to address this. That's what they need to address in order for you guys to move away from strife and this connection to get better. With the Six of Swords, this is moving away from turbulent times and going towards calmer waters. Now, because this is an air balloon, I feel like there needs to be a higher perspective, a clarity here that your person needs to embrace, because they're seeing things in the moonlight here. Yeah, and even with the owl, there's a need for knowledge. There's a need for understanding. The fox talking about deception here, deceiving themselves, seeing something different, what they're thinking they're apologizing for, what they're thinking where they needed to invest. They're kind of putting their energy in looking at the wrong thing here, and they're needing to gain a better perspective, a clearer understanding of where it is that they were supposed to be energetically focused on. This is the Eight of Pentacles, putting in the energy, the details, putting the time, the dedication. And in reverse is somebody who is not putting the effort, doesn't really engage. It could be somebody overqualified, or it could just be somebody not putting in the elbow work and not really caring, not being dedicated to task. And I feel like in order for your person to manifest something here with you, they're going to have to really get clear about their lack of showing up and energy and efforts. And the Eight of Swords is like this mental prison that we keep ourselves in. And I feel like your person wants to get out of their own thoughts and their own feeling restricted here. But I feel like what they believe that they're going to be doing here, their next move, their next action, what they're going to be manifesting and bringing towards them is kind of more of this energy of addressing a different part of this connection that I don't feel is the root issue here. Okay, and they're doing this in order to free themselves of this Eight of Swords. But little do they know, their Eight of Swords is really caused by them not being completely transparent or seeing the truth, which is them needing to be emotionally mature in handling their emotions, get clear about what they want and what that Ten of Cups looks like and what commitment here looks like to them. This Nine of Pentacles talks about, somebody building themselves up, their stability. They're able to be independent, successfully stand on their own. It's like the single card. With this in reverse, I feel like I'm not quite sure here what this energy is sitting here for. So I'm going to pull something here. Unless they feel like you've pulled away and you're independently now successfully okay without them. And that you've made a decision here to move forward for your future. That you've made a choice now to be released from them. But because it's in reverse here, it's like it's almost this dependency or this need to choose. I'm not quite sure what I'm feeling here, guys. Let me see if I could pull some more here for the Nine of Pentacles and this Two of Wands spirit. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? What is with this Nine of Pentacles? Judgment. And the Two of Wands, we got the two, another Two of Pentacles. Okay, so that is a bit clearer. We have Page of Pentacles at the bottom. Communication. Communication about actually grounding, materializing this connection with the Page of Pentacles. That's like manifesting something in the 3D. It's not all talk. It's not just engaging in energies. It is tangibly planting a seed for the future. And I feel like your person needs to have a realization here, or they need to come to terms with their they have this strong sense of doing it alone. They have this strong sense of whatever they build kind of for themselves. But I feel like they are having a difficult time, because we were seeing that Chariot, with trying to balance out. Yes, balance, because twos talk about balance. That it can't, it's not an all or nothing. And that's kind of what I'm getting from here. It's like completely single or completely on their own. It's like there's a need to come to terms with being in a connection or being in a relationship. There has to be a choice to come balanced and allow there to be a flow of emotions, as well as passion, as well as, you know, planting a seed for something that is going to, you know, be fruitful for the future here, rather than just not even investing, engaging, and materializing something here. I feel like this energy is somebody who isn't manifesting something tangible for future, and it is caused because they are unable to, or have not yet been clear with themselves in how they've been held back emotionally. They haven't addressed why it is that they're doing that, and they need to come to a realization here that it's not an all or nothing. And in order for them to experience you, they are going to have to become very clear. But I feel like this, because this is about their next move, their next action here, I feel like there is a sense of them feeling bad, them wanting to right some wrongs, mostly driven to get them out of this Eight of Swords, because they don't want to feel restricted. Obviously, they're passionately feeling you and want to engage with you passionately here, and they want to communicate to you. But I feel like what they're needing to communicate is, what are we doing to manifest future? And with the Ten of Cups, which is emotionally being able to give and take, and in a balanced way, what does that look like for this person? But I don't feel like this person is having this communication or this awareness. So I feel like Spirit's communication to you will be to address this, because this will be kind of on a repeat. And maybe this has already been repeated for you and you're kind of already going through this, but in order for things to get better, or at least shift in this energy, and for them to have this realization, there needs to be a communication about what this future of this connection looks like. Okay, so let's just do one more layer here as far as what does this future look like. You know, if you do not entertain just this person coming in again in the same type of energy to repeat maybe old cycles, what does this future look like here, Spirit, for beautiful pile number 1? What's the future look like with this person and this connection for pile number 1? We had one flip. It's the Six of Pentacles. Another one here. We got the Star in reverse. And we have the Seven of Swords in reverse again in the center. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse. And why is the Six of Pentacles here? Two of Pentacles. Why is the Star in reverse? Queen of Wands. Why is the Seven of Swords reversed here? Seven of Cups. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and then finally the Devil in reverse, clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, energy, Temperance. There's Temperance again because the biggest challenge is this person coming in a balanced way. There's that everything or nothing type energy. I don't think your person knows how to be balanced, how to bring the right amount of stuff here. The Six of Pentacles is a give and take. It's an equal distribution. It is sometimes we're on the giving end, sometimes we're on the receiving end. We have to balance things out energetically and give of ourself. Again, Two of Pentacles, have a balance here, make a choice. They could be weighing their options here. And I feel like you are this beautiful Queen of Wands here. Okay, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but if that's not your sun, moon, or rising sign or in your birth chart, it could just be represented by their attraction and their pull towards you as this beautiful Queen of Wands. This is someone who is a leader, who is very attractive and very desirable here, but I feel like you are losing hope in this person's ability to invest, and I feel like your person is also losing hope in their ability to get with you because of, again, I have this feeling that time, it's been some time since they've showed up here. Although I'm not really seeing anything here indicating time with the tarot, but I was feeling that at the beginning of the reading. So this is really driving them to want to resurface in a sort of apologetic way. Now, they could outright say they're sorry, but I don't know if they're going to use words. I feel like this person is going to come in some sort of energy that feels like they're apologetic about what's happening, but really what they're apologizing for is potentially being in a position to lose you, and that you guys have lost hope in this connection or things getting better, but they're still in this muddled energy. Okay, Seven of Cups. This isn't seeing things clearly, but they're focusing on the fantasy of you, right? The fantasy of having you, fantasy of what this could be, but there is a emphasis on them needing to ground something here and plant the seed with this Ace of Pentacles to start in a new beginning of planting a seed for the future. What's going to be tangible here about this connection that you guys are able to grow from? Okay, that is the next phase cycle that needs to happen here. And until they get that right, I think there's going to be rinse, repeat in these cyclical energies, because there is a karmic lesson of sorts that this person needs to learn, this connection needs to kind of go through, and I feel like one or both of you guys needs to break this cycle. But for this connection to move forward, there needs to be an Ace of Pentacles planted here, okay, in order for you guys to get what you guys want. But I feel like no one's really going to be getting what they want here, because there is this this need to break free from whatever's holding this person back. And I really feel like it's your person here. Okay, they're being held back by not allowing themselves to emotionally be mature with their emotions, and then they're also not showing any investment here as to what's the skin in the game here, what they want to invest for the future, for this connection. I mean, they don't have to have this big long-term plan, but it doesn't seem to me like they have the next step in this connection here. I do feel like I'm going to get a clarifier for this devil, but the fact that the devil is in reverse could be a good sign of this devil energy kind of breaking free. But what I think more loudly I'm getting from spirit now, yes, is that this devil energy, in order for things to change and the cyclical behavior and for this karmic cycle to end, the insanity to end, things to move forward, spirit is asking you to break this devil energy and not engage unless there is an offer here of something that's grounding this connection. There needs to be something of an offer, okay? So what does that look like? It's not just, I want to engage with your energy. It would be, whatever stage you're at. Does this person want to move in with you? Does this person want to offer you marriage? Does this person want to, it doesn't have to be that outright, but, is there discussions about what the future commitments look like? Is there progress here with this connection being manifested here? Or is this just some fantasy? Is this just some confusion? Is this just some desire, some heavy fantasy desire? I feel like your person's obsessed with you here with this. So there's definitely a connection here, but they're losing hope that things are going to progress here. So yeah, they're coming in this apologetic way. Let's just pull one for the devil in reverse here to see. But I feel like it's really, and I say on you because if you continue in these cycles, your person's not going to learn whatever lessons. And we were seeing the judgment. So they kind of need to have a realization here that they're not showing up, that they have a choice to make there with planting the seed and showing up like the temperance, bringing balance. And so why is this devil energy here? But yeah, your person's in the devil energy. However, you kind of have more control in breaking this cycle. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, in order for things to move forward, again, the Knight of Pentacles, very dedicated, slow moving, but is able to follow through at a pace, but is bringing in this, this seed is moving forward with grounding something here. It's going to stall out. This connection just kind of stalls out in anything manifesting in the 3D until there is acknowledgement here. 8 of Cups. Yeah, and Spirit is saying walk away from anything that isn't emotionally fulfilling. So if this person is wanting to physically experience your energy, or they're not providing you with an energy that gives you emotional fulfillment, you're not getting satisfaction here from this person, Spirit is asking you to walk away. And also this person needs to go within and really address and look at their emotions, why they can't emotionally understand and look at why they're unable to move forward here. Because I do feel like they do have this energy of feeling bad or feeling sorry, or they were in their selfish energy, so now they kind of want to show up not selfish. But what does this mean? Okay, I don't think they realize what this means. 9 of Wands. Yeah, dropping their wall, their guard. If they haven't communicated, they will. But this wall is not enough. If they drop their wall, it's not enough. Okay, they need to really reflect and go inwards and take a look at their emotions, get very clear about that. What's the seed for the future? And in the meantime, Spirit is asking you to stand your ground, have your boundaries, focus on what it is that you want. Again, there's this loss of hope here, but I feel like there's a need for healing to happen, and maybe you're still healing and reeling from this connection, this person. So focus on that and allow this person to really have their judgment of what is really going on here. Okay, so this is what I see here for you guys, pile number one. I hope this helped, and maybe check out another pile if you were drawn to that. Could be another aspect of the same connection. If not, then I will see you at the next reading. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number two. If you pick these beautiful pink flowers with the pearl center, then pile number two, this is your beautiful reading. Can't wait to get into it. We will be taking a look at your person and the person came here about and what's their next move? What are their next actions in this connection towards you? So we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Spirit, clear and concise for beautiful pile number two, clear and concise message for pile number two. What is their person's next move in this connection? And we got the Ten of Wands. And we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Interesting, that kept coming up for pile number one. Very well be a message in there for you, only if you were drawn. Knight of Swords. Eight of Swords in reverse. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Three of Cups in reverse. Why is the Ten of Wands here? King of Cups in reverse. Why is the Seven of Swords here? We got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, okay. Why is the Knight of Swords here, Spirit? Six of Wands reverse. And why is the Eight of Swords here? The Hierophant. I believe it was in the same position in pile number one in the first layer we did. And we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okie dokie, smoky. So what do we see here? You could resonate with pile number one, but there is a difference here. An energy that I'm feeling that your person is, I feel like there is a third party energy here, okay? Now, it could be another person if you're aware of. I don't think that this person is engaging in something deceitful now. Now, it could be that you just found out about it and they were lying in the past, okay? Because the Seven of Swords talks about deceitful behavior and feeling sorry about this, but I don't feel like this is something you're not aware of. So if you were aware of them in a third party, then this is confirmation, because I am seeing this Three of Cups and I'm getting third party, but third party doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic person. I feel like usually with this Three of Cups in reverse, it's excessive behavior, over drinking, over partying, not being able to settle down, maybe not being completely serious about this connection. And I feel like your person here is wanting to communicate or have a breakthrough here because they do feel this sense of, this is feeling sorry. Okay, this is the thief returning with the knives that they stole. This is somebody who, you know, escaped in the night without a word and then is now coming back with their tail between their legs. I feel like there is this communication that is forthcoming. There's this breakthrough. There's this realization. There's this desire to have a communication about how they screwed you over. And if they lied to you about this third party, then they're wanting to talk to you about this. Okay. Not that they're going to come forward and talk to you about a third party that you weren't aware of, but there's something here about them feeling bad about choosing or engaging in some third party and not being able to commit to you. King of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and the King of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Taurus energy here. Okay, so it could be in your birth chart or your person's birth chart here. But I feel like your person has been very burdened by not being able to commit to you. And what this has resulted in is them also not being able to emotionally open up and be emotionally mature. The King of Cups in reverse came out in pile number 1. It's somebody who is unable to express their emotions or even just address and be emotionally stable with themselves. So it could be somebody who's closed off from feeling emotions. Maybe they're challenged with opening up their heart space. Definitely a lack of stability and commitment here. They are heavily burdened by the fact that they're involved or engaged in a third-party energy here. So if they are addicted to drinking per se and choosing this over committing themselves to you, there's a sense of feeling bad. There's a sense of wanting to break out of this energy. There's a sense of needing to communicate what this is all about or how they've been burdened by this energy. They want to rush in, like this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords faces their challenge. They look the conflict in the eye. They're able to rush in and resolve, have a conversation, address something here. Okay, 8 of Wands is definitely forward movement too. So I feel like there's desire to move forward because there was an energy in the past where there was held backness, and this person feels like they lost with this 6 of Wands in reverse. There's this feeling of not being victorious, or that they might lose out if they don't address where they feel bad or sorry because they were wrong or they did something wrong or they feel wrong. But they also feel like yeah, with all this, I feel like there's a sense of not wanting people to see them or being ashamed for the truth of the matter here. So if there was a third party energy here with the person, it could cause shame or other people seeing the truth of the situation, which they might not want revealed. Or if they have an addiction of sorts, it's a difficult burden here. But how do they face people? Because there's this energy of not wanting to bring attention to all this. Okay, and maybe it's been a challenge to confront or to discuss all this. But there's an emphasis here on, because the King of Pentacles in reverse, this is a lack of commitment, a lack of being stable, a lack of security, because this King of Pentacles is very secure, stable, committed, father type energy. And I feel like they haven't been able to show up this way because maybe they've been very committed to something else, someone else. But the Hierophant is talking about commitments and could potentially even be marriage here. And I feel like, I feel like this person is wanting to release themselves from any sort of mental blocks or anything that they've been kind of held back by in order to understand what is meaningful to them. And with this Knight of Cups at the bottom, this is like the knight in shining armor moving forward and expressing their emotions and handing you a cup of love and that sort of thing. So I feel like there is this understanding your person has of what kind of needs to be done. And because we asked about their next move here, I feel like their next move is wanting to address where they might have not have been showing up by communicating this to you so that they can have a breakthrough and move forward with this cup of love and free themselves from this 8 of Swords. Let's take a look at another layer here. Okay. Spirit, thank you so much for the clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 2. Can we get some more in regards to if this person steps forward to communicate all of that? Are they going to communicate that? And where is this headed? What's next after that? What's this person's next actions in this connection? What is after that energy? Thank you. All right, so we have the Temperance. We have the World in reverse. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So we kept getting the Temperance and the 2 of Pentacles in pile number 1 again. If you were drawn, could very well be further message in there. It does feel like a different type of energy here though. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse again. There's a heavy desire your person has to get out of their mental prison. 10 of Cups in reverse also came out in reverse in pile number 1 in the same spot. We have Judgment, which also came out with the 10 of Cups. I believe it came out with the 10 of Cups, but we did have Judgment coming out. So Judgment, clarifying Temperance. Interesting. We have the Devil in reverse, the 2 of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Almost every single one of these cards except for the World came out in pile number 1 reading. And then we have the Knight of Cups, and we have Death at the bottom. Oops, okay, and it was in reverse because I am feeling something needs to come to an end here. Something needs to come to an end. A cycle needs to come to an end. There needs to be a realization. And what this realization is this person needs to address how they have not been able to show up, and they've been held back in an energy that they do want to release themselves from, okay, in order to bring balance and the right amount of energy into this connection. They're trying to figure out what their options are and how to do this. The 2's in the middle, this is weighing options. This is deciding between 2 things, which way they kind of want to go here. But I feel like your person had to choose. And I don't feel like this energy is telling me that they're still weighing their options. I feel like your person weighed their options. They had to choose in order to break a cycle and release themselves. They address that they have to provide the right amount of balance in this connection and show up in a way that's going to balance things out. Balance card, balance card, balance card. So one person can't be giving. Okay, there's a realization, and that this needs to come to an end in order for them to break out of their 8 of Swords and this Devil type energy. There's a desire here with the Ace of Wands to have a new beginning. They're inspired to move forward, and for them, they understand the correlation I feel between them stepping forward and offering this cup of love to you in order for them to experience a 10 of Cups with you. But in order for them to get this blocked 10 of Cups, which is complete emotional fulfillment, 2 people coming together to build family and really, you know, enjoy each other's emotional givings to the extent of pure bliss and happiness, this person's going to have to step forward and offer you a cup of love. But I feel like your person doesn't know if they do this, if this is still on the table for them, okay? But they're inspired to do so, and they understand that things have to change here. They have to put an ending to something that isn't quite ended yet. So if they're in that third party, it's like, how do I close out that chapter? How do I put an end to that in order for me to break free from this 8 of Swords? How do I release myself from this Devil energy that I'm held back? They realize and recognize this, okay? There's been an awareness. There's been a realization. They are deciding to choose what's best for them. And because this is their next move, I feel like their next move is to move in with this Knight of Cups in order to go after what it is that they want, what their desire to move towards, in order to have this 10 of Cups back on the table. Okay, so let's take a look at the future potential here. What is going to happen then in the future with this? Now, whether you take this person back or not is kind of on you, but that's their desire here. Okay, and the Knight of Cups is somebody who is expressing emotions, who's showing love. And because we do see that Ace of Wands, there is communication around what that looks like. The only thing I'm feeling we might be missing is Pentacles here, which is what are they doing exactly about it? So we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're coming out of this state, okay? The state that they've been in. Justice and the 5 of Wands. Let's keep going. What is the future potential here? What will happen next? We have the 3 of Swords, and then we have the King of Wands. Why is this Four of Cups in reverse? Judgment again in the same spot. Justice clarified by the Queen of Swords. Why is this Five of Wands here? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Swords clarified by the Six of Swords in reverse. And then finally the King of Wands clarified by the Eight of Pentacles with the Devil on the bottom of the deck. Your person has had an awakening, a realization here where they were really held back, what was binding them. There's been a realization here, and I feel like, excuse me, potentially you guys have put in boundaries and gave them an ultimatum. So it's either you choose this or you choose this connection. And if you haven't, they understand that you are clear about this, okay? And that they had to become clear about this in order to have you on board and clear about choosing them in this connection and providing balance and bringing justice to this connection, that you were very clear as to what needed to happen. Maybe you've communicated this to them at one point in time, so there's an understanding that they needed to come out of their Four of Cups, which is a state of not showing emotional interest, being bored, apathy, not investing, not caring, being distracted, maybe engaged in something else here. They recognize that in order for them to show up and bring balance, they'd have to get on the same page. Now, there is a challenge here around this Ten of Pentacles because it is in reverse. I feel like this person doesn't know how or is unsure of how to bring stability to this connection long term. Okay, and I feel like there's a sense of sadness here because I feel like your person wants to fight for stability or wants to build stability or knows that you want a long-term stability here. This is long-term retirement, savings, investments in our future and being strong and sturdy and investing for future. And there's like conflict around this, heartbreak around this, and an inability for them to move out of this type of an energy that I think they're held back in. And maybe they feel like they're not wealthy enough or stable enough or secure enough in their position here to provide you with what you need in order for things to move forward. There is this focus on, there's this focus on what can they do? What could they actively do here to build on this? It could be like work-wise, because I'm getting a heavy work type energy from this. So it's like, what do they do for work? What can they do day in, day out that's going to provide in this situation? And they're going to have to really go after that. So I think your person is trying to understand if they go after something here that allows them to provide for this connection when it comes to financial wealth or the stability of a long-term thing here with you. They're going to have to take charge of their own life. But I feel like there's this sadness or this heartbreak around the reality of the situation that they're unable to move away from, that they're held back in some way. Let me clarify here. Why is this Three of Swords here? And then see if we can get some more. Why is this Three of Swords here? The Sun in reverse. And one for the King of Wands. Okay, so Leo energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius there. And then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. The Queen of Swords, which could very well be your energy. And then some Libra there as well. Feeling this one here for the King of Wands. This is the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, something here about your person not feeling confident enough in what they do, probably for a living or for work, or if they have to build stability here for you long term. It's like, how do they invest here? How can they put in their energy and effort work-wise, or what are they building? They feel like maybe they're not confident enough or in a position to do that. Maybe they feel like they'd have to be some sort of a leader or be in a leadership role or go after something different that they're unable to really do because that's not really their energy. And I feel like there is a need for them to get clear that maybe that's not really what the situation here calls for, but it's giving them all sorts of heartache, heartbreak. And for some of you guys, I am getting, if there is a distance here that your person needs to move in order to make things happen with you, because they might be separated from you here, then it becomes, what could they do? Like, you know, they're kind of concerned about their own stability and detaching themselves from maybe what they've built for themselves. But I don't think they're seeing it clearly here. I think they're seeing more of what they're parting with, what they're telling themselves they can't do or can't be, what it is that they're able to provide and invest in this connection. Because I feel like I'm channeling this divine masculine. So I feel like for them, it's important to show up in a solid way that's able to provide support financially and be a sturdy type person here. But I feel like that's kind of where they're held up, because I don't feel like this person knows what that looks like. Maybe this person does not want to move, does not want to risk their security. They don't want to give up their long-term, what they've built for themselves. Maybe they have a pension, maybe they have a retirement plan that now they'd have to start over, look at some other option and give away what they own or something here. Okay, so this is what I see here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 2. I hope this helped. If you're drawn to another pile, you might want to go check that out. I think there's a lot of cards that came out in pile 1 that could be kind of tied in some sort of way, but that's up to you, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful. Pick 3 with the 2 keys here. If you pick the 2 keys, then we will be getting into your beautiful reading, and I can't wait to get into it. We're going to be taking a look at your person's next move in this connection. What are their next action towards you? And we'll ask Spirit for clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 3, the person they came here about. What's their next move in this connection? What's their next action? What can pile number 3 expect from this person? All right. We have Justice in reverse. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. And we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. The 7 of Swords came out in all 3 piles in reverse. So if you're drawn to any of the other 2, could very well be connected because it just keeps coming up here. We have the 2 of Swords. Of the Devil. We have the 2 of Wands, and then we have a bunch that wanted to come out. So I'm going to pull the bottom and the top here that I'm drawn to pull. Okay, so the Fool and the World in reverse. Now, bottom of the deck energy, we have the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Okay, so, yeah, there's something here that your person is feeling sleepless nights, keeps racking their brain over. And it could be your energy. If this is sounding more like you than your person, then feel free to check out another pile. But I feel like there's sleepless nights here, looking at how this connection has been going, and it hasn't been all that balanced. And I feel like this energy that I'm channeling is really felt stuck at some point. two with the justice, two here, two here. I feel like there is this need for balancing and also to choose the right way to move forward, and even having the page upright and then the page in reverse. I feel like there's this push-pull dynamic that I'm picking up here, and something not quite sitting right, and this energy unable to choose, unable to move forward, feeling very held back, wanting to have a communication about what they desire, but then also how to be truthful in this conversation and start a communication about what they want for themselves for the future. I feel like there is whatever's happening in this situation is not leaving this person feeling emotionally fulfilled, giving them anxiety, stressing them out. This person's contemplating, what decision do they want for themselves? They do want a new beginning here, and the new beginning is in them being able to move forward and putting the end to anything that is not bringing them emotional fulfillment. I feel like there is a desire here to choose correctly, and maybe not necessarily, they're unsure whether they need to communicate or not communicate this. They don't want to appear like they are being shady or just ghosting the other person here, but I feel like this person feels stuck. And I also feel like this person wants to put an end to being in limbo. And I feel like this person wants to almost release themselves from something here that I feel is, I don't like how this person feels stuck. I feel like this person feels really stuck and unable to move forward. I'm not sure why this Seven of Swords energy is here, because this is like an apology. This is like the thief returning the swords. Any wrongs being righted. I feel like this person wants to be righted, that they feel like they've been wronged, but the only way to be righted is for them to get their emotional fulfillment, and that would mean taking a leap of faith in choosing the right thing for themselves for the future here. And I don't know that that would be this connection, because I feel like this person feels really stuck and things haven't really been balanced and have progressed. So this could very well be your energy. Let's just pull a clarifier here for this Seven of Swords. Ten of Wands. That's a burden. Yeah, I feel like your person feels a heavy burden because they feel like they've been wronged, and maybe they want to have you apologize in some way, or in order for things to get better, because they're just very heavy. Your person feels overloaded by engaging or still being held back or still being carrying the weight of something here that just needs to kind of come to an end. They want to feel free. They want to choose a direction here for their future, make the right choice, but they're kind of maybe at one point unable to move, unable to make a decision to step away, because there's definitely imbalance here, and things weren't really moving in the direction that was giving this person emotional happiness. Okay. I feel like there was a push-pull here. Maybe they weren't acting in their best light sometimes, with this being like the snoop card, or somebody who, yeah, it could be like spying on someone else's social media, or just kind of out of character. Maybe a person felt like, yeah, like they were kind of brought down to another level here with the pages, like engaging in immature energies, or like, yeah, I don't know, something about this made this person feel like they wanted to, well, this is what they're going to do next. I feel like your person wants to and is looking to step forward away from immature energies, any sort of engaging in anything beneath them where they might have felt held back, where things were unjust. They feel this heaviness where apologies might be owed to them. Things aren't really closed out. There needs to be closure, but now this person's like, F it, you know, if I don't get closure, in order for me to find happiness, I just need to leap forward. Okay, so let's see what more we can see here with this energy, because like I said, this could very well be your energy and your what you're looking at doing here in this connection. So Spirit, thank you so much for that clear and concise message for pile number 3. So what's next after this? Do they take a leap of faith? Do they move away from this connection? Do they still engage? What's their next move in this connection? What's the next action? What's their next move after that? Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the King of Cups in reverse. That came out in pile number 1 and pile number 2 as well. Ace of Swords. And we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. What's this person's next move? One went sliding down. 5 of Cups. And the 3 of Swords in reverse. And one more here for this 9 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Cups. And bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. This person wants to manifest for themselves what they want, because I don't feel like this person's been able to get what it is that they want. They've only been engaged in this connection in a way that's brought them dissatisfaction when it comes to their emotional fulfillment, because we were seeing that 9 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this person is becoming very clear that they're unhappy and that this connection could have potentially made them feel emotionally like shit, okay? But I mean, there's a sadness here in looking back on a situation, but this is kind of looking back on what they did not have. This is becoming clear in what it was that wasn't being provided in this connection. And I feel like this person is coming through as this Queen of Pentacles, so it could very well be your energy. But if you're not resonating with this being you, then your person is this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. And I feel like your person is now having this turn of yeah, they're now turning in a different way. So maybe where they've been emotionally giving and caring and solid, supportive, and now I feel like your person is in a held back energy and they're not really emotionally investing, or at least nurturing any sort of emotions that they have here. So I feel like they're turning now in a different way, and they're being very guarded and held back because there's a realization and a clarity that emotionally things weren't fulfilling. There needed to be an investment here. And I feel like maybe things didn't quite get watered. Things didn't get nurtured. Things didn't get grown in a way that was going to be healthy and strong. So there was this heartbreak, this heartache, in which your person is actively working to break free from in order to manifest what it is that they want. There's also this energy I'm feeling here that your person is no longer interested in being dependent on what it is that you're able to show up and bring to this connection. There's like this disinterest in sticking around to find out. They're kind of like just giving up on this whole thing. Because emotionally, I feel like this person's been burnt maybe one too many times, or has been in this heartache for too long, or keeps getting let down. But emotionally, they're just like, yeah, I'm not so interested in trying to work with this person, keep feeding my energy here to see what it is that they're able to show up in. And there's a realization and a clarity around this. There's also a desire for them to start anew, because we're seeing the Fool in truth. And the truth of the matter here, I feel, is your person taking the ownership and using the tools around them in order to manifest their own future. Okay, although I do feel like your person is quite saddened by how the turn of events happened here, but I feel like there is this natural flow of what's happening to them that I don't think they're able to help with this Wheel of Fortune. I think just naturally they've been burnt one too many times, so they can't feel the way they might have at one point. They feel kind of let down. They might have got shut out by you emotionally one too many times, maybe held back your emotions in some way, and your person is now guarded, is now looking to what they can do for themselves here, and they're just not interested, like I said, in seeing what sort of fruits are going to come out of this anymore, because they've kind of distracted themselves with focusing on healing their own hearts, being in charge of their own manifestations here. And maybe at one point they were kind of dependent on seeing the results of what you would bring or what you would manifest here with them, which just kind of resulted in them just giving up here. Or maybe you gave up, so now they're clear that they can't depend on you. And yeah, let's see what the future potential here of this is after that. So if your person is moving towards kind of letting go and just mourning this connection because they're healing their broken heart, the Five of Cups is kind of looking back on the situation with sadness, but I feel like your person's not really gonna engage maybe as they once did here. So Spirit, what next? So we have the Hangman, we have the Tower, and we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. What else, Spirit? What's the potential? What's next after that? The potential of this connection. And we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And Strength in reverse. And why is the Hangman here? There is the Seven of Pentacles. There's the Queen of Wands. There's the Five of Swords in reverse. There's the Ten of Pentacles. And finally, why is the Strength card in reverse here? We have the King of Swords in reverse. And bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Again, it was in reverse. I feel like your person is going to be in a position with the Two of Swords to actually make a decision where they might have been stalling out. And there is a understanding here and a recognition that I think shook them to the core, that they're actually seeing the truth of the matter, which is they were invested in putting energy and effort here in something that just came kind of tumbling down, and they could kind of see the forest for the trees now. Okay, you might be still really attracted to this person and wanting to make things better. You might be coming to them from a position of dropping your guard, wanting to not show up in an energy that maybe was causing conflict here in the past. So you're dropping your wall, you're dropping your guard. And I feel, though, that I'm going to get a clarifier here for this Three of Cups in reverse. Spirit, why is this Three of Cups in reverse here? What is with this Three of Cups? Eight of Wands. and the Star. I feel like you, again, if this is your energy, your person somewhere else, but I'm going to read this like, this person, the person who is now emotionally not feeling it, I feel like you're wanting to have a communication about this. Could be tied to pile number 2 here, but there's something here in which you chose a third party energy and you left your person feeling like you did them dirty. And you chose something here. Could be another person, could be an addiction, could be a something here. And you're wanting to communicate this to them. You're wanting to have a breakthrough here, but your person's already broke to pieces. And I feel like you're wanting to build something here for the future. I think it took a very, very, very long time here with this 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like maybe you're a little bit too late here. I feel like your person doesn't have it in them anymore. Because they're wanting to go towards what their happiness is here with the Star. I feel like you might feel like this person is someone that you're wanting to make things work here with the Star, the Queen of Wands. You're attracted to this person. You want to build long-term stability here in a way that you can have a breakthrough, because I feel like things haven't been stable. There hasn't been this long-term type of situation, but I feel like, yeah, one thing too many has gone wrong here, and I don't feel like your person has it really in them. And I feel like you also maybe lack clarity around how you've showed up. And this person is just seeing things from a different perspective now that I don't think that they were able to see in the past. They're seeing where things failed, where things went wrong. And yeah, I just feel like this person is no longer engaged. Let's pull a clarifier here for this King of Swords. But we do have Leo, and then we also have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. And Pisces, the Hangman. Okay, so why is this King of Swords in reverse here? It's the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay. And the 10 of Wands. Yeah, your person no longer has it in them. I think the one too many arguments, the straw that broke the camel's back, one too many things, even though I feel like you're really highly attracted to this person and they could potentially still be attracted to you, but I feel like you're really drawn to this person and you, in their mind, you did them dirty. You're wanting to communicate. Maybe you're wanting to have a breakthrough, communicate about your choosing this third party or this whatever. Your person no longer has it in them. And the reason being is because you were not clear about this and choosing them. You chose this, whatever this was, and there was little to no communication. There was a burden here your person had to carry for an extended period of time. They were very conflicted about this for a very long period of time. The only way for them to release themselves was to was just to not keep hanging on to or battling themselves or competing here with this third party or this other energy. You, with the 2 of Swords we kept seeing, you needed to choose them or be clear with them or get very clear to what you wanted, go after what you wanted, be communicating clarity. The fact it didn't happen has led to this inability for them to have the desire or the strength to pursue or to engage. So if your person doesn't engage with you, it could be that they feel let down. They're not, yeah, this is like somebody letting down their guard, but not fighting, not taking a stand. I feel like your person is also feeling like you didn't take a stand maybe when it mattered. So things have crumbled here. Things have fallen apart. So I feel like your person's investing elsewhere now, wanting to invest elsewhere. They're now getting clear about where they want to invest their time. They're getting clear about what actually happened here in this connection. So maybe you guys flipped roles here. Yeah, there's like this desire you might have. You want a new beginning with this person. You're still heavily attracted to this person. But, I mean, attraction is one thing. I think this person was potentially looking for stability, something long-term, looking for communication, and none of it happened. So this person had to steer away from that. All right, so this is what I see here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 3. If you're drawn to another pile, go check that out. Only if you're drawn, because again, could be your energy here and your person's in another pile, vice versa. And I love you guys very much. Love and light. See you soon. Bye.